of the children, they have to know that the father and the mother, they are the main protector. Like the surge, what they call it, surge protector. The surge protector. If you believe that the surge protector is very essential to protect all electricity of the house from being shut down, or you cause a fire because of that, then you have to make sure that this surge protector is working and efficient. It is exactly like the smoke detector. If you believe that this detector, this small piece, is here to protect you from the smoke which can kill you while you are sleeping. Carbon monoxide detector. All this kind of safeguards is there to protect you. So you have to be in belief of this. So when you obey your parents, you know that the main idea, your parents, he does not want from you money or want from you a special favor, or they want to make some advantage of you. No, you have to believe that the function of your parents, as I said, is like the function of the Bible, to drive you to safety. So you have to obey, because you believe that is his job. And I give an example. If the pilot said, fasten your seatbelt, you can't ignore, because that's for your own safety. He will not issue that because he is Fir'aun. He just want to issue orders and all people worship him. No, he is looking for your safety, to drive you to safety as to your destination. So the children has to understand that when I give you instruction, that is because of your safety, because of your prosperity in the future. I am not here to just make you just enjoy your life the way you want. That is not my job. My job is to make you a very good, respected, very well educated person who is a good Muslim and know how to deal with his life, and his end will be in the Jannah. That is my function. That's my job. Is to ensure that you have this and to protect you from any evil outside. If you know that, if you believe in that, you will come all the order and the instructions of your family, of your parents. But if you didn't believe in that, here comes the problem. Then comes the question. So how they can believe in that? That is again the function of the father. He has to treat his kids with love and respect, and to try to explain to them that is, listen, this is my job. This is my job, to protect you, to help you, even if you are suffering now, but for the future it will be good for you. Isn't that what the president now is doing? He's doing the same thing. He's telling the American people, please be patient. I am not increasing the price of things outside because I want to punish you. No, I want a better life for you and for your children. So help me. This will need some tough time on us. We have to be patient during that time. Because my job as a president is to ensure the prosperity of you in your future and the prosperity of your children. Because if we force all these American companies to come back to the country and to invest inside the country, this means that all these youth will find a better jobs in the future. These jobs which now the Chinese and the Indians are enjoying over there. While our children, they didn't find jobs. And that's why many of the community has to drive Uber and Lyft. And why? Because there is no good paying jobs. Why? Because these jobs escape to other places. Why? Because of the greediness of the big companies. Big companies like Apple company and all these other, Microsoft, they invest outside and they come just to sell their products for us. Oh yes, that is the function of the president. Yes, maybe we didn't like that. All the price of the food stuff has raised. All the gas prices has raised. How's this? How come we start to rebel? No. He is telling you that I am your guardian. I need to take you to a better life. So you have to believe in me. The problem comes where that the character of the president make that in such a way which is not pleasable to people. They lost the love between the people and the president. That's why they can't accept. So his idea is very good, but the communication is lost. That's why the people rebel. That is the function of the father. He has to treat his kids from very early age with love, with respect, and with a kind of speech with convincing to them that I am your caretaker. I am not here as a ruler. I am not here as a Fir'aun or Namrud. I am here as your father, who is only job Allah appoint me. I get appointed by Allah. And my job to do is to protect you, to ensure your a good future, to ensure that you will have good akhlaq, and to ensure the most that when you depart this life, you will go to the Jannah. You will not go into Jahannam. That's why I enforce you. Did you pray? Did you pray the correct way? Did you learn? I teach you the akhlaq. I teach you the Quran. I teach you all of this stuff to guarantee that you will go to the paradise. So I am your protector. I am your friend. I am your wali. I am your guardian. I am not your enemy. Or I am not here to stand between you and the enjoyment of the life. No, that's not my function at all. But how he can understand that? You have to convince him. You have to convince him. Allah handed these children to you like a baby's white paper. You write on it everything. If you treat them with rudeness and disrespect, definitely they will lose the contact with you. They grow to look at you like a tyrant at home because you lost the mutual love. But if you build this relationship with respect and love and care and understanding, if you issue an order to your son, it is not just to issue an order to the son. You have to explain to him why. Why I'm only asking you to do that in such a kind way, not in aggressive way. Because if you present it in aggressive way, you are pushing him away from you. You have to be kind and explain in such a soft, smooth way so they can understand. So instead of being a problem, he become a part of the solution. And this is a big difference. If you become part of the problem, you are losing. If you was able to make him part of the solution, he will be a helper to you in doing your job. And that's why also it's something very important in the family that the father has to exert the effort. If he has 4 children or 5, his main job will be the toughest with the first one. Later it will be easy. Why? Because if he was able to win the first one, he and his eldest son will be helper together to take care of the second one, and the third one, and the fourth one. So every time you raise more good kids, your job will be much more easy than before. Sallu ala Muhammad. So the issue is more complicated, especially when it comes to youth, especially in this country and in this era. Not just the people who live in this country. Maybe just 50 years ago, their life was much more easy than our life now, especially when it comes to the kids, to the children who are subjected to a lot of challenges outside. Only Allah can help them to stand all these challenges. A lot of temptations outside. To resist these temptations, it needs a lot of effort from all the family members, all of them. and there should be 100% cooperation between the heads of the family, the father and the mother. They should be cooperated together. Because if they are not cooperated together, no, the problem becomes more and more increased. Yeah, definitely. Because if he saying go to the right and the mother say go to the left, the family has been broken. That's what they call here dysfunctional family. What is dysfunctional family? That the two parents are giving contradicting orders. One is saying something, the other one is saying something different. I am telling that my son or my father or mother, go and perform your salat in the beginning of the time, while the other parent telling him, oh, didn't I tell you to do this and that? But the time of salah, what I can do, I pray or I follow you. See, that is the kind of contradicting orders. It make a big problem, headache for the kids. Maybe they can't complain, but yes, it is a lot of suffering, and I hear that from a lot of youth, that the troubled relationship between the parents affect us a lot. When the parents are not on the same page. That is why, if you guys remember, I talked in the beginning of the month of Ramadan, it becomes when you have to beg your wife. The first thing when you beg your wife, you have to make sure that there is a compatibility between you and your wife. A religious man who his eyes focus on the akhirah, how he could be compatible with a wife who is only want to enjoy her life of the dunya? There is no incompatibility. So definitely, if the marriage after 5, 10, 15 years collapse, that is very normal. Because there is, from very early beginning, there is incompatibility between the couples in everything. The mother is so generous, Karima, while the father is so stingy, bakhil. That is a serious incompatibility. The mother is so respecting and has akhlaq, while the father has no akhlaq at all at home. That's a kind of incompatibility. Adam tawafuq. That's incompatibility. It causes a lot of troubles for the family. A lot. Most of our children get lost because of this. Contradicting orders. From where comes these contradicting orders? Challenging the authority of the husband. Challenging his authority. No family could be run with two captains. Any ship has one captain only, and everybody has to be submissive to the captain. Yes, we can discuss. Yes, we can argue about things. But when the decision be taken by the captain, everybody should follow. Everybody, like the administration. Now, if Trump take decision tomorrow to attack Russia, all the administration has to follow. All the army has to follow. As long as the decision has been ordered, that's it. That is for the best interest of the family. Because contradicting messages to the children cause a lot of confusion. A lot of confusion. That's always my message to moms. Please, leave the pilotship, leave the commandership to the husband. That does not mean that you didn't discuss. No, discuss with him. Where? In the process of decision making. Discuss, argue, everything. But just he make a decision, that's it. Period. It should be carried out. Because the result of this agreement on the decision, it will be detrimental, fatal. Fatal for whom? For the children. The children will get lost. And now, in this time, in this era, we can't afford that we lost our children. We can't. It becomes big musibah. And the punishment from Allah will be much bigger.